What's up YouTube? Christine with Gauge Girl Training here, online meal planning and coaching service. And today we are talking about something called DOMS, also known as delayed onset muscle soreness. So let's get started. So a common question I get when I have a client on a new training regimen sometimes can be, why am I gaining weight? Because a lot of times the motivation to start a new program is to lose weight. And for the scale obsessed, those of you who want to weigh yourself every day and freak out at every fluctuation, you're like, how is this happening? Like, why? What is going on? Well, let me explain what is happening here. So this is a common phenomenon when you start a new intensive training program, and it's confusing to people when they are actually expecting to see the scale tip in the opposite direction. They're like, I'm eating right, I'm working out, I'm drinking my water, I'm not drinking alcohol, I am doing everything right. So why am I gaining weight? So the common thing that most beginners will do is they'll be like, this isn't working, that's it, I quit, forget this. And that's definitely not something good. That's not good, because this is a temporary weight gain, you guys. If this happens to you, one reason could be because of something called DOMS, also known as delayed onset muscle soreness. What this means is that if you're a beginner, for about 24 to 48 hours post-workout, what happens is there are microscopic tears in your muscle fibers, and for beginners, this can actually cause fluid retention, where the fluid is trying to protect and defend the affected targeted tissue area. And this soreness, if you're sore like after a workout, it's normally common 24 to 48 hours after an intense training regimen. It's more common in beginners who are starting these types of programs. And the more intense and unfamiliar the program is, so if you're doing exercises and moving and bending and doing things that you've never done before, you are more likely to experience that. And this type of soreness is a result of the tissue breakdown as a result of these microscopic tears in the muscle tissue. The body is trying to protect the muscle tissues, and the muscle's inflamed, it's swollen, and you are retaining fluid. Now, this could be as much as a pound, this could be up to as much as 4 pounds, and this applies to men and women alike. This has nothing to do with PMS. This has to do with the fact that your body is retaining fluid to help protect and defend itself against all these microscopic tears in the muscle tissue. And this is not necessarily a reflection of how hard you worked. Being sore after a workout, I think everyone's used to that no pain, no gain, but soreness, I could talk about this more in another video. You don't want to confuse soreness for hard work, because you can get a good workout without necessarily being in excruciating pain afterwards. So just keep that in mind. We can talk about that more in another video. But I just want you guys to keep in mind, some people will feel no signs of muscle soreness, but they will still experience the muscle protection mechanisms as a result of the delayed onset muscle soreness. All right, so the thing is, you guys, how does this relate to you? Most people are going to be motivated enough to work through this, push through this, and trust the process and progress, especially if you're getting guidance from a coach. There's going to be some people who just need that immediate weight loss to keep themselves motivated, or else they're just going to get discouraged and quit. So in a recent study of 70 participants, the weight training regimen was being very closely controlled. There were some participants who were female in this study, and they were upset. They were discouraged by this temporary effect. And it's crazy, because that temporary effect actually did not last much more than 2 weeks before a significant weight loss dropped. And I've actually experienced this myself on one of my contest preps, where I remember literally for the first 3 weeks, I knew I was in a caloric deficit. I knew I was doing my cardio. I was hitting my meals. I was working out. I was doing everything. And I was not seeing the scale move. And it was so frustrating, because I signed up for this show. I'm like, what the what? And it was my 4th show, so I've had experience with it. And you guys, by the 3rd, 4th week, my weight dropped, and I had a significant weight loss. And now, granted, contest prep is completely different, and weight loss isn't always the end all be all. I'm always encourage you guys to not stress about the scale, but there are times when it is something else that is not related to you. It is not related to what you're eating, what you're doing, and sometimes it's just a muscle protection mechanism. So this could be something that is happening to you. If you think you are having another problem, if you are not losing weight or dropping fat, and maybe you're in a plateau for some reason and you need extra help and guidance to figure it out, you can always contact me. I offer consultations. I also offer custom online meal plans. But if you do want to work with me one-on-one, I do suggest getting a consultation. We'll schedule a phone call, talk about you, figure things out. You fill out a questionnaire, and we'll take it from there. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you soon.